Certified by Weather Rate, Knoxville's most accurate forecast. This is your forecast first from the WATE 6 on Your Side Storm Team. Brought to you by Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, the furniture you want.
I'm meteorologist Ken Weathers. Scattered shower and thunderstorm opportunities starting to decrease. Temperatures not changing much, though pretty muggy. 69 at our studio, 71 in Oak Ridge. Not a lot of fog right now. Visibility down to 4 miles here in Knoxville, but this could decrease even more towards daybreak, where we saw the heavy rainfall today. About half of us see scattered showers and storms on Wednesday, more likely as we go Thursday into Friday. I'll let you know if this trend continues into the weekend as the news starts now.
WATE 6 on Your Side News at 11 starts now.
Right now here at 11, Knoxville Police Chief David Roush among 3 finalists to become the next director of the TBI. His hopes for the program if he's chosen.
And high school seniors across East Tennessee are graduating this week. How Central High School is remembering a teen who couldn't walk down the stage tonight.
And caught on camera, a gas station explosion after a car drives right into a pump. Take a look at that. We're going to take a closer look at that video, and we're also finding out exactly what happened here right now at 11. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kristen Farley.
And I'm Ryan O'Donnell. Thanks for joining us tonight. Well, Knoxville Police Chief David Roush just getting back into town tonight after being named one of the top 3 finalists for the director of the TBI.
Yeah, I just finished up talking to the chief about an hour ago following a whirlwind of a day. This morning, Roush was one of 9 people whittled down from some 40 candidates to go before the TBI nominating commission. Well, today the chief laid out what he thinks would be one of his biggest priorities if he were to become the new director. And he also talked to us about his emotional attachment to Knoxville.
The lab issue is a whole different thing, and I've been having conversations with directors of labs throughout the country and getting ideas on what are best practices. And you know, I pitched one of those today, which seemed to resonate. It'll be tough. It'll be difficult to move, but the good news is I'll be right up the road if this happens, and you know, and I'll make frequent visits here. I've got family.
We're going to hold
here.
you to it if it happens.
Oh, absolutely. I'll come by. You know, of course, one of the main labs for TBI is here.
Now, in case you didn't know, Roush has lived here in Knoxville for some 25 years. He was sworn in as police chief back in 2011. Now, he told me he feels pretty good about his chances. Of course, Governor Bill Haslam will now have the final say, with the hopes a new director will take the helm July 1st. As for the other 2 finalists, everyone, they are Jason Locke, the current deputy director of the TBI, and Tim Gobble, former Bradley County sheriff. We will let you know as soon as the governor does make a decision.
All right, turning now to your forecast. I'm standing right here in the Storm Center, right next to meteorologist Ken Weathers here. And Ken, you know, a little bit of a cool down after seeing some thunderstorms tonight this evening. In fact, some places even seeing some hail. Look at this picture that we got. Look at this. Can you believe this? This picture posted on our Facebook page here from Dustin here and Brandy Savage from Washburn. This is in Granger County. Is that incredible?
Yeah, there was a warning on that storm, and again, severe thunderstorm criteria, 1 inch in diameter hail, and that would validate right there in the Washburn community.
Yeah, so of course, you know, people wondering, well, are the storms, are we going to still see them here later this week, or are we today and done?
Nope, we're going to see better coverage, I'd say, as we go through the next several days, but more so than the hail threat, Ryan, it's going to be heavy rainfall. Look at the rainfall estimates across the area. That 1.8 inches up there into Granger County for today. That was some heavy rainfall. About 1.5 inches in East Knox County and some 2 inches plus right on the Monroe-McMinn County border earlier today. Right now, not much left. Put this into motion coming out of Fentress County into western Morgan County. That's kind of decreasing and about to fall apart. And other than that, there's not much out there across the area. This will continue to weaken as we go overnight into tomorrow morning, but we're going to ramp right back up the coverage by tomorrow afternoon. The biggest concern tomorrow morning could be some fog. I'll talk about where the best opportunity for rain will be and when that will be coming up, Ryan.
All right, Ken, sounds good. Thank you very much. Well, high school seniors across East Tennessee graduating this week. But tonight, the students at Central High School getting their diplomas, and their celebration was bittersweet, you could say.
Yeah, you'll remember tonight's festivities come just a week after a jury found Maryville College student Riley Gall guilty of shooting and killing 16-year-old Central High School student Emma Walker back in 2016. Walker would have graduated tonight.
WATE 6 on Your Side reporter Madison Keevy has followed this story since the beginning. Shows us how Walker's classmates are remembering their friend.
High school graduation is a celebration. For these Central High School seniors, today is special. They're celebrating their achievements, of course, but also remembering a friend.
And from this graduating class, we lost Emma Walker.
Before speeches, before awards, and before diplomas, a moment of silence. 3 chairs in the front row for 3 members of the Central High School family gone too soon.
Patrick, Greg, and Emma that have gone before us.
Emma Walker's parents on stage on what would have been her graduation day. Principal Michael Reynolds describing the tolling of the bell ceremony as a way to send a fallen friend to a final resting place. Walker's parents placing a graduation cap on an empty seat. Thompson Bowling Arena, silent. A week before this, Walker's family and friends were together in a Knoxville courtroom.
What is your verdict? Guilty.
Walker's ex-boyfriend, Riley Gall, found guilty of first-degree murder for her death. Tonight, to some that knew her best, Walker's memory lived on. Select recipients of the Emma Walker Memorial Scholarship graduating tonight. It's given to students who, like Walker, wanted to major in a medical or healthcare field. Walker herself always dreamed of being a NICU nurse.
WATE 6 on your side reporter Madison Keevy joining us here now at the desk. And Madison, obviously a difficult time for Walker's family and friends, of course, but you know, there's another way that Emma is being honored, isn't there?
Absolutely. Well, today, as you said, so difficult, but there have been a couple ways that she's remembered. Knox County Parks and Rec announcing a dog park in Fountain City will be named in Walker's honor. She loved animals, dogs especially, and Knox County Mayor Tim Burchett sharing that the outpouring of love for the Walker family has been so moving, and that the park would not only honor her life but her legacy. It will be proposed and then voted on this month. You know, just so beautiful that folks can go and take their dogs and always see her name and remember what she was about.
Wow, what an emotional day, but what another nice way to remember her.
Absolutely.
All right, Madison, thank you so very much.
Well, 2 men have been arrested after they were found with a large amount of drugs in northwest Knoxville. Isaiah Weatherspoon and Christopher Allen were taken into custody. Now, the arrests come after a joint investigation by detectives with the Knox County Sheriff's Office Narcotics Unit, Homeland Security Investigations, and the U.S. Postal Investigation Services. During their investigation, more than 10,000 Xanax pills, more than 30 amphetamine pills, and around 13 pounds of marijuana were all seized. Both are facing multiple charges, including possession of unlawful drug paraphernalia.
Well, the city of Knoxville honoring law enforcement all week long. Yeah, the Henley Bridge here, lights shining blue tonight and the rest of the week here in honor of Peace Officers Memorial Day, National Police Week. Knoxville Police tweeting out a message of thanks this morning. Well, at least 3 people were hurt when a tractor trailer hauling scrap cars overturned on I-40 in Harriman. That crash was reported just before 2 o'clock this afternoon in the westbound lanes near exit 347. A report from THP says the tractor trailer driven by Melvin Branson was in a curve on the ramp onto I-40 when it overturned and lost its cargo of those crushed cars. Some of the debris was thrown into both westbound lanes of I-40 right into the path of a van hauling a boat driven by Ronald Burnett. Now the van hit the crushed cars in the left lane. Branson and Burnett both suffered injuries in that crash, as well as Stephen Engel, who was a passenger in the van. Charges are possibly pending against Branson and are pending against Engel, though the reason was not stated. Engel, by the way, was not wearing a seatbelt.
A Middle Tennessee babysitter facing multiple charges in connection with the death of a 2-year-old. Agents with the TBI say Kayla Paz is charged with 1 count of aggravated child abuse and 1 count of first-degree murder. Agents in the Sumner County Sheriff's Office say back in March they received reports Paz had injured a toddler that resulted in the boy being hospitalized. Well, that little boy's condition worsened, and 3 days later, that boy had died from those injuries. Congressman Jimmy Duncan officially throwing his support behind Jimmy Matlock to replace him in Congress. Matlock currently represents the 21st District in the State House. Now, we have told you Duncan will be leaving Congress after his current term. He's been representing Tennessee's 2nd District since 1988. Duncan, in a statement, writing Jimmy Matlock is running because he has a real heart for service and because he wants to help as many people as he can by doing the right thing for this nation, this state, and this district. Well, still to come here at 11 o'clock, an explosion caught on camera after a car slams into a gas pump.
We're going to take a closer look at this video. We're also finding out exactly what happened. We'll have that for you right after the break.
And make sure to keep the rain gear handy really the rest of the week. I'm going to let you know when the best opportunities for rain will be coming up.
Jeremy Pruitt and Philip Fulmer in Memphis for the Big Orange Caravan tonight. What Pruitt says is keeping him busy lately, that's coming up in tonight's Orange and White Nation Report.
And caught on camera, a pharmacy owner fighting back against 3 women who tried to rob him. We're finding out how this isn't the first time this has happened when we come back.
Stay with us. You're watching WATE 6 on your side news at 11. Caught on camera, a pharmacy owner in Georgia fighting back against 3 women who tried to rob him. And now police are searching for those women here. We're told one of them actually pointed a gun at him.
As a reporter, Christian Jennings explains, this was not the pharmacist's first holdup.
It's either they shoot you or you're going to have to fight them.
Dr. Umba Kalu says when he found himself face to face with a gun 3 weeks ago, he felt he had to act quickly. He tells me his daughter was in the back of PCI Pharmacy when these women walked in, and one pulled out a gun.
That was priority on my mind, so I just have to do what I have to do to protect everybody.
Within seconds, his life was in danger.
I was helping her because she said she wanted a prescription, and I was waiting for her to put the prescription out. Instead of a prescription, they put out a gun, so I just had to react.
You can see the other woman grabs her mace and sprays Dr. Kalu in the face. It doesn't stop him from wrestling the gun away from the other suspect. All 3 women take off running out the door. DeKalb County Police say they left in a silver or gray older model car.
In this field, it's something that is already anticipated because of all the ongoing opium abuse. Thank you.
Dr. Kalu says he just opened this pharmacy on North Decatur Road last June, but in December he says 3 mail robbers burst in his store, all wearing masks, carrying guns, and demanding drugs. Police say those men and these women are still on the run.
This is the first time I've ever seen this video, and I am honestly, it's frightening.
Employees at neighboring businesses can't help but wonder what's next.
We don't know what's going to come through our doors, so it's really scary right now.
Wow, after all of this here, the pharmacist now keeping the door locked at all times here, and then he just buzzes the customers in. Although he also says he plans to buy bulletproof glass for behind the counter, and also a gun. Again,
Scary.
it's too bad all that's happening, huh?
Yeah.
All right, also caught on camera here, a car slamming into a gas station pump here, bursting into flames in New York, and amazingly, nobody got hurt.
I can't believe that. Police say a drunk driver slammed into that pump, causing it, as you see, to burst into flames. The man is now charged with DWI and unlicensed driving. The gas station was closed at the time of the crash. The owner says that he is hoping his insurance will cover all of the damage to his family-owned business.
Well, cupcakes were too much of a temptation for one black bear in New Jersey. The animal actually broke into a family car in order to get the sweet treats. The family woke up last week here to their dog barking and a crunching sound coming from their SUV parked in the front yard of their home. That's when they came outside to find the bear had eaten their 24 cupcakes. Hey, that's why you bring them inside, right? Those treats left inside the vehicle there is for a morning delivery.
Wow.
He actually picked up the box and then found a spot which was like right by my bedroom window, which is where he was eating all 24 cupcakes.
She's like, I can't believe all 24. State wildlife officials warning people to stay away from the bear and call law enforcement if they happen to see him again.
They made a bear cupcake.
I saw that, yeah,
that was cute. Good sense of humor there. All right, well, it's not exactly summer, but it sure feels like it, which means time for camping in the great outdoors for a lot of people. Backpacker Magazine's Get Out More tour making a stop at Mass General Store here in Knoxville.
Yeah, Backpacker Magazine ambassador Randy Propster is sharing information and motivation to attendees. Propster spends more than 200 days out of the year sharing his passion and experience for the outdoors with everybody from novice hikers to experienced mountaineers.
Randy brings a lot of incredible equipment that he uses in the field, a lot of new gear that is barely in the market. So we like to have him come because he informs a lot of our customers about what we carry here in our outdoor store. And what I've learned is there's an incredible amount of equipment out there that even I forget about sometimes.
And the stop is actually one of more than 50 stops across the U.S. of this year's Get Out More tour.
Well, a big night for high schoolers all across East Tennessee as graduations continue. We headed over to Thompson Bowling Arena where South Doyle graduated the class of 2018. Their graduation kicking off at 8 o'clock tonight. Congrats to all the students and, of course, good luck in the future.
And a big special night as well here for Josh Hingan. That's him. Yeah, look at that.
Hey, look at that smile.
That is Matt Hingan's son graduating tonight from Central High School. Of course, we want to congratulate all of the 2018 grads out there. And, of course, there's even more graduating the rest of the week. And, yeah, good luck.
Wow.
I was about to say good luck, kids, but no, you guys are ready. You're moving on.
I just remember when Matt Hinkin's son was so small that he was running behind the set, you know? I mean, it seems like it was yesterday. It's impossible.
Seems like we just graduated yesterday.
Yeah.
A long yesterday.
A long yesterday ago, but yeah.
Well, I'm going to take you to school now. It's never too late to learn, right? So we talk about dew point temperature. Sometimes people are confused by what it is, but this is probably the best way to describe it. Just think of this. The higher the dew point temperature, the more uncomfortable it is. And notice by the time we get to Saturday, instant sweat. It's one of those where you walk outside, you know what I'm talking about, and you just instantly start to sweat. And so we're going to stay pretty soupy, very tropical, all those adjectives to describe it over the next couple of days. And with that, yeah, temperatures may come down a little bit, but as humidity values go up, it's still going to be quite steamy, so kind of a trade-off here. With that, though, storm chances will be increasing over the next couple of days, even more so than today, with the best opportunity coming Thursday and Friday. In fact, these are going to be weather-aware days coming up, and still stays unsettled this weekend. Not a total washout, but not totally dry either. All right, the coverage from this afternoon and evening really starting to wane now, and this will fall apart here in the next little bit across the plateau, and most areas will stay dry overnight, just mostly cloudy, mild. Will start in the mid-60s. And then see temperatures climb again up in the low to mid 80s for most by tomorrow afternoon, and rain coverage will start to go up a bit as well. Let's show you this here on 6 timelines. We start out most areas dry, 7 a.m. We'll see a few scattered showers trying to come across the Smokies back towards the valley towards midday, but I really think the second half of the day is going to be the better bet. We get a little bit of that daytime heating. It's like turning up the stove. It takes a little bit of time for it to get warmed up, but once it does, yeah, things start to boil, and that's what we're going to see tomorrow afternoon. Scattered showers and storms across the region. no real rhyme or reason of where they'll be, but about half of us will see these showers and storms tomorrow. And like today, can't rule out some heavy rainfall, of course. That's going to be the biggest impact, but some could have some small hail as well. We'll take it on into 7 o'clock in the evening. Coverage may be decreasing just a bit, but like this evening, a few of these will linger even past sunset. But the greatest opportunity between about, say, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow, area wide. And then even better coverage Thursday and Friday. That's why we're going to be weather aware. Again, that means it's going to impact some of those outdoor plans that you have, after school plans. May make you change those, in fact. Coverage coming down a little bit Saturday and Sunday, but still enough for those pop-up afternoon showers and storms. Temperatures will come down a bit, low 80s for highs Thursday and Friday with better rain opportunities. But man, this unsettled pattern, that's going to linger right into next week. Temperatures staying above average, so after a cooler than average April, looks like May is going to end on a well above average note, but we'd like to see a little bit of rain. We just don't want it too much too soon. We'll keep an eye on that Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, good point there, Ken. Thank you very much. Well, folks, talk about bougie. One restaurant in New York City offering 24-karat gold chicken wings. Yeah, here's how the magic happens. Wings are brined for 12 hours, 1.5 hour per carat, then coated with a house-made dry rub, baked, flash fried, and then, here's the magic, coated in a layer of gold dust, which apparently you can eat. I don't know why, but you can get 10 of them for 45 bucks or 20 of them for 90 bucks. You can find these fancy wings at the Ainsworth in Chelsea and the East Village. So if you do, let us know what you think.
Or just get regular wings and send us the money.
That's honestly cheaper than I was expecting.
I was too. When it said $45, I thought, wait a second, that's not too bad.
That's for 10 though, Ryan. We're doing 20 for 90.
Well, I mean, if you go with
Talking
me, I'll do
about
it.
gold.
Talk about bougie.
Bougie.
That's Ryan's favorite word, folks.
Yeah, that's
just
a
letting
good
you
one.
know.
That's a good one. Those wings are bougie, that is for sure. Jeremy Pruitt and Philip Fulmer in Memphis tonight for the Big Orange Caravan. Big Orange Nation there as well, Orange and White Nation that is. We got checking in with Jeremy Pruitt coming up in sports.
I saw the look on your face. I was like, that was
It is
funny.
Big Orange Nation. Should be.
I liked it with.
Okay.
You did? I didn't even know that story was in there.
Three's a charm, huh?
I don't know how I missed it. I guess I just
Orange and White Nation Report, brought to you by your Greater Knoxville Honda dealers.
Well, 3.5 months to go before Jeremy Pruitt's first football game as Tennessee's head coach. That does not mean at all he has any time to kill this month. The Big Orange Caravan making a pit stop in Memphis tonight. It's Pruitt and Philip Fulmer headlining the second stop on the tour. A number of fans lining up to get an autograph from the pair. You know, while speaking about the Caravan itself, Pruitt giving some insight into what his typical day is like as summer approaches.
It's better than sitting in the office all day. I get a chance to kind of break up the day. I mean, you know, we spend most of our time, you know, kind of running home base from recruiting, and you're watching tape and working on opponents, planning summer schedules, planning fall camp, you know, all the way to pregame meals, travel, all that stuff. So it's good to get out, get a chance to meet people. You know, there's lots of folks that have a lot of passion about Tennessee football and just the University of Tennessee. So it's good to meet as many people as we can.
Here we are in May. Pruitt's already talking pregame meals for next season. This guy is all football, isn't he? The Caravan will roll on later this month with stops in Nashville. They'll be in Atlanta as well as Kingsport. Tennessee will have a VFL in the Monday Night Football booth next season. We're getting our first look at Jason Witten and the new team together today for a photo shoot. Witten not the only newbie either here. Joe Tessitore, he's taken over play-by-play calling duties. A two-time Super Bowl champ, Booger McFarland, used to be with the SEC Network. Now he's going to be on the field as an analyst. And Lisa Salters reporting for Monday Night Football. The Tennessee Smokies in Chattanooga tonight. The Smokies in Game 4 of a 5-game series, hoping to end a 2-game skid here. Zach Short ripping a shot down the third baseline, but Chris Paul, man, his awareness on 100. Web Jim ended the inning, giving the fan a souvenir. Loved that. 4 strikeouts, so in 4 innings for Oscar De La Cruz. The problem is the dude also gave up 4 runs for the Smokies. Were scoreless until the Lookouts put 4 on the board in the 5th inning. Chattanooga would go on to win this one 11-3. The series will be wrapping up tomorrow morning at 11:15 in Chattanooga. Mike Fisher had the itch to come back and compete with the Nashville Predators again, and after a 3-month stint that ended too soon, Fisher's hanging up the skates for good.
No, I'm glad I came back. It was awesome, and you know, obviously disappointing, but I know this team will, you know, learn and grow and be better. And I just really wanted to contribute and be part of this group because I love the guys and the team. Don't regret it for sure.
So the itch has been scratched. No thought.
Yeah, I've milked this cow as long as it's been able to milk. So yeah, it's bone dry.
All the analogies. Yeah, he's 37 years old, Mike Fisher, as he returned for that stretch run, signing in February with the team. We're taking a break. We'll be back after this.
Obviously, he's been
All right, limited rain overnight, just some areas of fog where we saw the heavier rainfall today. You know who you are if you saw that. Tomorrow, a lot like today, but only about half of us again seeing the showers and storms. By far, Thursday into Friday, the better coverage. Severe threat again low. Can't rule out some isolated storms that have some small hail like today, but heavy rainfall, the biggest impact, could lead to some isolated flooding. I mean, we were seeing some storms today producing some 2 to 2.5 inches of rain in less than an hour.
Wow.
That causes problems.
Yeah, that's not the kind of rain we want.
No, not at all.
That is not bougie.
No, not at all. That's our time, everyone.
Thank goodness.
Good night.